Hello everyone, this is Natalia with your weekly angel message, and this is for the week commencing the 22nd of August 2016. So this card comes from the Angel Prayers deck of Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And the card I drew is Change and Transition with Archangel Azrael. So this is the message for all of us for this week. Now I'm going to tell you an interesting story about this card and this particular message. I went to see Kyle Gray speak live about 18 months ago. I think it was about 18 months ago. And he was speaking in London at this event, and it was really exciting. I went along, and when we walked in the room, we were given a goodie bag. And inside the bag was one of his Angel Prayers cards. So each of us got a different card. Well, obviously I think there's about 44 cards in the deck, and so there was a random distribution of cards, and his theory on this was you were given the card that you needed because it had the message that you needed for that particular day or that particular moment in time. So I wandered around the room looking for somewhere to sit. I saw this lovely blonde-haired lady, and I thought, I'll go and sit next to her. So I sat down next to her, and she's called Michelle, and we just got on like a house on fire. And we had a lovely time that day, really connected with one another, and she's a friend of mine on Facebook now. But she and I both happened to have been given the same card, which was this change and transition card. And both of us were going through huge change. We had very similar kind of backgrounds, similar things, similar backstories. So we had a lot in common. And it was very interesting that I chose to sit next to her. So hello, Michelle, if you're listening. But because I was given that card, I actually went out and bought the deck of Angel Prayers cards after that event because I loved them. And I must have placed this card that I was given at Kyle Gray's event inside my card box. And when I went to shuffle the cards this morning, this card came out. So I always look at the card that is at the bottom of the deck when I'm shuffling, after I finish shuffling, and lo and behold, the Change and Transition card was on the base of the deck as well as the one that I'd chosen. So thank you, angels, for really reinforcing the message today that this week is all about change and transition. And we have the most fabulous angel to help us do that here, and that is Archangel Azrael. Now, I love the symbolism on these cards because the Kyle Gray is all about bringing a modern slant onto angel intuitive thinking. He's a young guy, he's very hip, he's covered in tattoos. So why wouldn't Archangel Azrael have a tattoo? And Archangel Azrael is one of the very mysterious archangels because he's said to be there to help to deliver us to the other side when our time on earth is coming to an end. And he's a very gentle angel. So even though he's depicted here as this very strong figure, this almost like this bodybuilder, and with this red energy all around him, is a very, very gentle soul, or light being, should I say, and so he has this gentle way of helping us to release any fear about any change that's coming up in our life, and obviously passing over to the other side is the biggest change that you can experience. But when we go through change, it's very good for us, in the aftermath of the eclipse that we had last week and the full moon, and then we're coming towards next week. We're heading towards a solar eclipse, and then another eclipse in September. So that can, produce lots of change in our lives, but we can also be fearful of it because we don't know what's coming. And this card and this angel are here today to tell us to just go with the change, just flow along with the universe, and always trust that the universe is wise and loving and has our best interests at heart at all times, even when it seems to be harsh, teaching us harsh lessons, putting us in harsh situations that we have to endure. It's actually taking us to a better place, and it's giving us these opportunities to learn and to grow and to really develop so that we can strive towards our soul's purpose. So this is the affirmation, the prayer for today. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. You may want to repeat that. You may want to remember that this week as you go through any changes that you experience. And I wish you lots of love and angel blessings in the process of doing that. Have a wonderful week, everyone.